Welcome back to SRPG Plus. Today we got a kind of just a recap of the Nindies that showcase highlight that just happened recently. Really cool showcase. I've seen now like 2 or 3 of them. They had one towards the beginning of this, like right when the Switch launched, and some of the games that they announced there. Well, one of those games finally got a release date, so let's check it out. So first it starts off with Wargroove, kind of just like an advanced war style game. I was really excited. This game is super dope. It has a bunch of different mechanics. Has like a map editor. Has co-op, like either like local or online play. I know it does have like some form of multiplayer. You can like download other people's maps. Seems like the campaign's really good. It got delayed a bunch, but it seems like it is really worth it because they really fleshed out the game.
Definitely feels that way. You know, just the whole animation style for the beginning part of the game. I thought it was a very immersive sort of new way to play this sort of game.
Okay.
I really enjoy just the way that the style of the action of, you know, Advance War and all of those old GBA classic style games, and the map editor part is probably the biggest thing that you want to do, especially online. You know, just being able to try out all these new maps and show off your maps to your friends is definitely going to be a great experience.
That's true. Look at something like Mario Maker, like that's still alive because of the map editor, people making their own levels, and it looks really fleshed out and easy on here. I'm gonna definitely make some sick like lunatic Fire Emblem type levels, like super hard. Yeah, it's coming out February 1st. You can pre-order it now. A great way to start off the direct. Not direct, Nindies, abort.
Alright, so the next game that's on this list is Double Kick Heroes. We got a really crazy 2D rhythm-based game for the Switch. They're really advertising some of the new stuff that we'll see in this trailer that they have available. You know, really utilizing the Switch itself in this sort of style of gameplay. I wonder how they're going to do it. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy it, but I like just button input rhythm games. I think this game is going to have a lot of playability.
I think you can touch too.
Okay. That's really cool to see, because it feels like some games for the Switch doesn't really have touch compatibility as well as they use motion controls for this, so it's going to be cool to see all those different aspects of the Switch be used in an indie game.
Yeah, and I know they're like hyping up like the HD Rumble and features like that, so this will be definitely like a strong addition to the indies on the Switch. Looks like something that it seems pretty unique. Seems like they put their time into it. Double Kick Heroes releases the summer of this year. Yeah, kind of hype. Not too hype, but kind of hype.
Definitely way more hype for the first game, of course.
Me out the roof. That's an SRPG. Already know. Next game was pretty cool.
Yeah, Ski Lifts Go Wrong. You can't go wrong with a game like Ski Lifts Go Wrong, honestly. Just having physics and ragdoll effects in the same game, as well as I've always been a fan of, you know, like Flash games where you just either create the levels and ride on them, or, you know, games like Trials Fusion, stuff like that. Those kind of games I've always enjoyed ever since I really liked Trials when it came out too, because it really commercialized and made a full-fledged game out of this. So I can't wait to see a full-fledged way to customize those maps on the Switch.
That's definitely a good point. Yeah, you brought up Flash games, like playing that on the computer. Like, yeah, those were physics ones, and this was another game that used some touch input. So it seems like they're kind of stepping it up as opposed to normal. So when ski lifts go wrong, reminds me kind of like Humans Fall Flat, a physics game, but with skiing, and it's out now. So go download it if you found that hype.
And now we have Forager. Now this game, I thought it looks like a lot of other games, but just the way that they showed off this game and the action that you see and the collecting and building that you do, it does seem like it has some new things to offer.
Is that Stardew Valley or?
It literally looks like like most of this game. Some of this game just looks like it's ripped from other games, but I think this part's cool. I like the part, just the whole fighting mechanism and building all this new stuff. With these games, you just gotta see what every game has to offer and experience it.
No, and that's a really good point, because with the indie games, you can it's like a lot. You get so used to like the bread and butter AAA or AA games that are like really quality, or some not. But you kind of forget that they're just regular schmegular people just making games. And oh my god, do a lot of these sprites look like from Stardew Valley. So did that guy.
Yeah,
that looked like the dude from the mines. No, okay, but hey, check out Forager. Check out Forager if you like those type of creation, build your own area type games and gather, forage, stuff like that. But yeah, this game kind of reminds me of like Binding of Isaac with like Minecraft, or with like Dragon Quest Builders now, or one of those other types of games. Seems decent. It's gonna be releasing whenever they feel like putting it out, coming soon. So yeah, kind of hype. Definitely doesn't look like a trash game. Oh my god, the best game of all time.
Well,
Game of the Year Simulator, the GOAT. Game of the Year? Game of the Year. GOAT Simulator, Game of the Year. Seems like a full-fledged version, like maybe with all like the DLC or extra packs. But yeah, it seems kind of like these kind of games seem like they're really like gaining a lot of like popularity. Another kind of like physics game. But I know like there was this other Indies event where they had the Goose game, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, that game looks amazing." I thought the part where you were running as the ostrich looked kind of cool. But yeah, it's definitely a different type of game. But hey, it's definitely welcome on the Switch. Always gonna bolster up its library, and it seems like they gave you the full-fledged version, and it's out now. So, if you're into those kind of games, you can definitely go cop.
Definitely have to pick up that GOAT MMO.
What about I just love how tongue-in-cheek it is with those, like, with what it just showed, how it kind of, like, was ripping from Star Wars, and it was just, like, kind of just, like, self-deprecating humor.
Yeah. I played the base game, and I didn't feel like there was a lot to it, but with those DLC packs, it probably would be worth it.
Okay. Makes sense. Transition.
So we got Inmost. This is definitely a cinematic experience here. No real introduction for the game, but I think that it has a lot to offer. Just the way that the art style is of this game, and just the way they present it, it really is immersive.
There's so many indie games that kind of borrow from this style, which I definitely think is good because a lot of them really do justice to like pixelated graphics and give it really cool like lighting and just elemental like weather effects. So I think this is definitely a cool game. I think after games like Hollow Knight and Dead Cells and Messenger, this is really like kind of caught on with popularity on the Switch console because it's really supporting those games. And this seems like a welcome addition. Definitely looks like a quality game. Looks like they spent some time making it, and can't wait for it to come out on Switch. Moist. Also by Chucklefish, same people who are publishing like Wargroove and Stardew Valley. But they didn't make it, they just published. Coming 2019, this year.
So this is Unruly Heroes. This game looks pretty wild, just the action and the styling of this game. Like any other indie game, it tries to do its own thing while taking from other sort of styles and things like that.
Yep.
I think it looks cool. The 4-player capability does seem cool, the different characters you can play as. Those kind of games are cool, like Trine. I did like that, just the whole style and the way that they make those games and put their own twist on it. So it's cool to see what they're going to do. And exciting to see what they're going to do with this game.
Yeah. The thing that caught my eye with it, I thought a lot of it looked like it was kind of just inspired by like a Rayman game, like kind of just like a beat 'em up, like more kind of maybe like Asian, like Eastern themed, and like kind of that's what, like with the music and the setting, that's what I was kind of getting from it. But like definitely seemed like Rayman-esque, like, which I don't think is a bad thing. It looked like some really cool like floaty platforming, with some nice looking visuals for like an indie game. Yeah.
These bosses do look pretty crazy, and just everything about the game is. It seems like it'd be a fun time to have friends in, and you can fight each other. This is something that you don't see a lot in those sort of games, being able to switch it up.
Unreal Heroes out now, so go cop.
Alright, so the
Hype.
next game is
Hype.
Cross Code.
Hype.
Definitely a crazy, a lot of visuals, just a whole action sort of experience. I think this game is. Oh gosh, this game has got a lot going on with it.
Exactly.
But that's really cool. I like it. It looks like they got a lot of dialogue to the game. They have a lot of different areas that you can go to, and I'm really excited to see how this game pans out.
Yeah, it reminds me of like Chrono Trigger. It seems like a modern Chrono Trigger. I know they kind of did that with Cosmic Star Heroines, and this seems like a very well fleshed out version of that. That game was good too, but this seems like a really quality game. And the cutscenes look dope, like, the characters look dope. I really can't wait for that to come out, and I really hope it comes out physically when it launches. Otherwise, I know a company like Limited Run or Super Rare Games or Strictly Limited Games or one of those dumb companies is gonna, like, bring it physically. Well, great companies, because they help preserve these indie titles and give them a shelf space. But, yeah, it looks really cool. I can't wait for it to come out this year, and I hope it comes out physically. That's like my biggest hope.
I really like the fact that they're gonna take an idea that seems to be way too fleshed out, like having items and using energy in this sort of way, and with cards and things like that. Like mobile games do that a lot, but I feel like this game is gonna put a really cool effect on it, and I'm excited to see that.
And I am gonna shoot at some band, not just mobile games, because I know there's a few that have been like that, like even on the Xbox or like the PlayStation, things like that. But yeah, just another game from the Steam World team from Image Informed Games. That's how they wrap up the Nindie Showcase. But that looks like a really quality game. I really like their art style, and I know that they make quality products. So can't wait for this to also come out in 2019. And yeah, that was the Nindies highlight. This was SRPG Plus. Thank you very much for tuning in. And you all have a good rest of whatever time you're watching.